during her performance, you have your mouth open now. Okay, wait until
I need to know. I'm so interested.
Yeah, because apparently during one of her performances, she shat on the floor.
What was that? I heard something about. What was that? I want an apology.
Well, you're not getting one.
Yeah, I know. Welcome back to the show.
Hi,
Fruity
everyone.
Cereal. I'm Fruity. He's Cereal. You're on the wrong side. You're normally over here. Oh, that's because you showed up early today.
I did. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I showed up early by like 1 minute.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, welcome back to the show, everybody.
Welcome.
My name is Connor.
And I am Kevin.
And we're your fairy godparents. I made that joke already. I just thought it was funny.
I was going to repeat a joke, too, but I stopped myself.
Are we running out of content, Kevin? Oh, my God. Our 10th annual extravaganza. We reveal that we have no more material.
Yeah, and here's another reveal for the 10th annual extravaganza. For those of you who are watching this on the visual, you might notice that our lighting is a bit different.
God had different plans for us today, apparently.
Yep.
Actually, no, Kevin had different plans for us because he did something last night that would have interfered with us recording. So, Kevin.
It was actually an all-day kind of thing. Yeah, so yesterday I went to the Blue Ridge Pride Festival.
How was that?
It was pretty fun. Although I kind of forgot to take it in. I forgot to take into consideration that a festival is basically a bunch of booths where like you are supposed to buy things that would actually be a lot less expensive if you just bought it online.
Yeah, it's more like it's basically just like a marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still had a good time.
I mean, they did have a concert too. They did have a concert and drag show in the town square, so
Anybody notable performing?
Like some local queens performing. I'm not sure. I don't really know what the whole lineup was, but
name me one drag queen from North Carolina that's made it successful, Kevin.
There is one that was on Dragula, but
that's like
my friends don't really have kind of beef with her, so
your friends have beef with her?
Oh yeah. I don't want to get into it because
I want you to get into it.
No, because that's his story, not mine.
So. We'll have them on the podcast to talk because I am interested now.
Yeah.
My chair is really squeaky.
Yeah. Although, I will tell you this. She did get banned from one of the local gay bars because during her performance, you have your mouth open now. Okay, wait until
I need to know. I'm so interested.
Yeah, because apparently during one of her performances, she shat on the floor.
By accident or on purpose?
By accident, but like it was like diarrhea shit.
Oh. Kevin, I want to. Okay, now I'm not interested. I'm out. I'm gone. Don't bring this up to me ever again. Okay, we're done. Anyway, mug of the day.
Ulsa.
It's not an ulcer. It's the Princess of Arendelle, or the Queen, or whatever the hell her title is anymore.
Wow, you demoted Elsa real fast.
She didn't want the job. She went to the fucking woods.
That's true.
She literally was just like, I'm going to go live in the woods with my fairy friends and let my sister handle the government work.
Yeah, she kind of really shirked responsibility.
I don't think I ever sat down and actually asked anybody this question. Did you enjoy Frozen 2?
I mean, there were things about it that I did enjoy, but if you do think about it, it's pretty much a straight-to-video sequel, but with a budget.
Absolutely. I was just like, this just had Little Mermaid 2 written all over it.
But with a budget.
Yeah, and no Tara Strong.
And better songs. No?
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Titanic Tip and Daring Dash, I hate that song, but it is a bop. So
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember how any of the songs in The Little Mermaid 2 go,
oh my god.
except for the one where they're, like, in the beginning where they're, like, getting ready.
Down to the sea.
Yeah, like, yeah, that one. I just remember how generic it sounded
It was so generic.
and how Eric sounded really weird.
It was the same voice actor though, but I know
Was
exactly what you
it?
mean. It was the same voice actor, and it for some reason he sounded like he aged 100 years. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, no, they got the entire original cast back for that movie because they were all still alive, still able to work. And well, I mean, Ursula was dead, but they just gave Pat Carroll a new character that sounded exactly like Ursula.
And looked exactly like her, but skinnier.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Here's the thing: she looked identical.
Ursula's crazy sister!
Lazy writing. Come on, Ursula's crazy sister. Did I ever tell you about the girl who worked at Disney World with me? She was in the college program when I worked at Small World. Her name
Mhm.
was Melody.
Oh, you have told me about this story, but
She hated me.
you haven't told the podcast the story,
Yeah, there
so
might be a reason because I might get canceled for this. This girl hated my guts because I would constantly fuck with her. I'm going over to her with rotation, telling her, "Hey, move to this new spot at Small World," and, and she hated because she could see me coming. She knew what was going to happen. I had rotation in my hand, and I would go, "Melody, child, time to go to load one."
you're terrible, Connor. You are terrible.
I
You are a
fucking
terrible person.
I know, but I had fun doing it. I needed something to break up the monotony of working at Disney World, okay? I was ready to kill myself by 11 a.m. as I clocked in at 9. Anyway.
Fair warning.
Oh, Kevin, please. You had some news to share with us on this glorious morning, right?
I did, yes. Oh yeah, but before that, I forgot to mention, so I went to the festival,
Oh, yes.
and then here's the thing. I thought I was gonna spend all day outside, and I mean, I did, but like my friends that I met up with there, they decided they were crashing at their individual places. So before the like after parties,
Uh-huh, right, okay.
which really they went to only one. Well, one of them worked at one of the bars, that very same bar that drag queen got banned from.
Okay.
Um, and the other one, he only went to the party that was at that bar. I went to another bar. I was gonna go to this one other bar called Banks, but it was but like here's the thing. The bar Banks in Asheville, it's a gay bar, but it's overrun by straight people. It's infested.
Ew, I hate
Yeah, it's
that.
infested.
Stay
There
out of
was
our bars.
I know. I agree. Yeah, but they're probably not going to do anything about it because,
It's an
business is business.
all-inclusive space. That's the thing I
No,
hate.
because business is business.
Yeah, I know.
They're making money.
One thing I absolutely kind of like hate, it's a double standard on my part. When places say we are an all-inclusive space, to me that means safe haven for like minority or marginalized groups. They also have to respect like straight cis white people into
Which
these
I have no
spaces.
problem with.
I do.
But like this place was at max capacity and there was a huge line to get in.
Ooh, and is it even worth it? Like,
I mean, not really.
ugh.
Like, I don't know. Like, a bar's a bar. I was just going there to mingle and meet people and potentially bring someone home,
And potentially get the value out of my monkeypox vaccine.
Yes. Well, okay. Well, technically, I can't really do that yet
I know, we gotta wait for 2 weeks.
because it takes 2 weeks. It's only been 1 week since I got.
I don't know if you can see that, my little dark mark.
Yeah. Yeah, Connor, what did you say about what the monkeypox is? The monkeypox vaccine is?
The monkeypox vaccine is the new identifying tactic for gay people.
Yeah,
like you walk over and you see a guy with that little dot on his arm,
yeah, and what
probably
did
a bottom.
And what did you say? It's like what it's like.
It's like the dark mark in Harry
And-
Potter. And
and
when
what
you touch it, it summons RuPaul.
There we go. There we go.
I stole that joke. I did not come up with that. It was somebody on TikTok.
You stole it?
I told you I stole it. Kevin. Ooh.
I've been telling everyone that was your original joke.
Who's everyone? You have 3 friends.
Yeah, and I told all 3 of them.
Kevin, share the news with us, please. We've been talking for quite some time, and I'm already exhausted.
Okay. All right, so it's time for my segment. Sounds gay? I'm in.
Fantastic.
Okay, so the first news is the Fire Island cast is being honored as an ensemble at the 2022 Gotham Awards. Summer is coming to a close. Well, it already did, but it didn't by the time this article came out. But the Fire Island movie hasn't caught the ferry just yet. On Tuesday, September 20th, the Gotham Awards, which honor independent films every year, announced the Fire Island cast will receive the ensemble tribute at this year's award ceremony.
Great.
The remarkably funny cast truly feels like a family, and their incredible individual talent and overall group chemistry is on display in every scene of the film, Gotham director Jeffrey Sharp said in a statement. The Fire Island cast joins a long list of esteemed honorees, including the ensemble behind Moonlight, The Favorite, and the Trial of the Chicago 7. Sounds like time for a rewatch.
Oh, that sounds really awesome. We were talking about Fire Island on the episode.
Yeah, we were a little confused about whether or not it's technically an independent film or not, and it is. Okay, so
but that's great, fantastic.
So that's why Bros is distinguished from it, because it's not an independent film. It's produced by a major film studio.
Fantastic.
Which, by the way, comes out a week from when this podcast comes out.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh, wait, it was September 30th, right?
Yeah, well, about a week, a little less.
Okay, we got 5 days.
We got 5 days. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Next story is that Joel Kim Booster, who's in Fire Island and was the writer of Fire Island, so, tangent there. Or not tangent, tandem?
Tangent.
It is
tandem
tangent.
Means doing something together. Tangent is going off on an unrelated note.
But it is related, so it's not a tangent.
So then, adjacent? I don't know. Continue, please.
Also, that's not what tandem means. Tandem.
Kevin, this isn't an episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. We're not trying to teach the audience. Continue with your story.
Okay, so Joel Kim Booster and Bob the Drag Queen are both set to appear on Z-Way season 2, not series 2. A show where the host Z-Way recently roasted Katya on her hit Showtime series. Joel Kim Booster and Bob the Drag Queen are in the hot seat. The two queer icons will both appear in different interviews, respectively, as guests on the second half of season 2 of Showtime's hit series Z-Way, hosted by Z-Way.
Okay. That sounds fun. All right. I also love it anytime somebody gets a chance to roast Katya. I love her to death, but
well, to be fair, Katya was very much in on it. She was very she was being a really good sport. The hilarious comedy show features comedian Z-Way Fumoda putting talent on the spot as she quizzes them on topics like appropriation, social justice, and human rights through a comedic lens. The first half of season 2 featured Katya Zemo and Adam Pally for a special Pride-themed episode that touched on straight actors portraying LGBTQ plus guests, LGBTQ plus characters, and queer baiting. Other guests on the second half of the season include Drew Barrymore, Julia Fox, Amber Riley, and Michael Che. The premiere is set for November 18th on Showtime.
Very nice. Okay, I always love talking about that weird thing that people love to do is we'll cast straight people to play gay characters, but
we just talked about this last week with Jeffrey Dahmer. It's you know what? I think there are some exceptions.
Absolutely. The funniest thing was my friend Lauren texted me 2 days ago saying, "Are you watching the Jeff Dahmer show on Netflix?" And I didn't tell her this to her face, but I was like, just lets me know she doesn't watch the show. I told her what I would be thinking of that show in the podcast, but guess she'll never know.
Well, technically did you though?
I said I'm gonna skip this one out because I don't need another Jeff Dahmer reenactment.
Okay. That wasn't the part I was focused on, but okay. I don't know. I just remembered that we just talked about like Jeffrey Dahmer, No Way Home.
Yes. Oh God. By the way, I want to shout out to all the amazing work you do on our thumbnails. Like, I can't wait to see what you do for episode 10. But like,
I know. I'm gonna.
hardest worker in the room over here. Because I
Oh,
do literally nothing. I show up with a hyperfixation.
Connor was that a compliment?
Don't let it go to your head, because I'm not going to give you another one for another 10 episodes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I guess that's the 10th episode extravaganza special.
Exactly. That's the special bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so this next piece of news is actually something that our guest Tori from the Ozblog like went over a lot. So Jonathan Bailey is confirmed to play Fiyero in the big screen adaptation of Wicked.
I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm so excited for this one.
Yep, so
Mr. Bridgerton, Lord Bridgerton.
Yeah, I don't watch Bridgerton, but my mom does.
It's so
and I'm
horny,
afraid,
Kevin.
and I'm afraid to watch it with her because, you know, sex.
Oh, it's so horny. Oh my God.
Anyway, so Jonathan Bailey is going from Bridgerton to Shiz University, which, by the way, is that actually the name of the university in
It
Oz?
is. It's an unfortunate name, but it is. And it's been that way since Gregory Maguire's novel. So, like,
Shiz?
Yeah. Shiz. Yes.
That's what they say instead of shit in iCarly.
Yeah. To be fair, Wicked was around way before iCarly, so, like...
It still sounds like a censored version of shit.
Let's tweet at Gregory Maguire and call him out on it, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
Variety reports that Jonathan Bailey is in talk. Well, okay, this technically this article is a bit dated because he's already been confirmed to join the upcoming film adaptation of the beloved Broadway musical Wicked. According to the outlet, director John M. Chu and team have eyed Bailey for the role of Fiyero, the handsome love interest of both Elphaba, played by Cynthia Erivo, and Glinda, played by Ariana Grande. He also belts one of the most iconic songs in the musical, Dancing Through Life, and we can't wait to hear Jonathan's pipes. While Bailey has yet to comment on the role, Erivo seemingly confirmed the news. Okay, again, dated article. And posted a photo of herself, Grande, and Bailey on Instagram. Regardless, we've got plenty of time to brush up on the lyrics to Define Gravity. The two-part Wicked film is set to release in Christmas in 2024 and 2025.
Yes.
So there's like some controversy about this casting because ain't Fiyero supposed to be not exactly Caucasian?
I was gonna bring that up. I didn't think you would be the one too. Okay, so in the original Broadway cast, Fiyero was played by Norbert Leo Butz, iconic Broadway actor who was a white man.
Mm-hmm.
In Gregory Maguire's novel, it explicitly states that Fiyero is from Winky Country, and he is made fun of relentless, like he's royalty in the Wicked novels, like he's the Winky Prince, and he goes to Shiz University where people constantly mock him and make fun of him.
Remind everyone again, the Winkies are those guards that went,
in the Wizard of Oz, yes, but they do have a different appearance in Gregory Maguire's canon. But
in the original canon, what about in the
original canon? They just look like human. But he looks basically human, but his skin is dark brown and he's covered with blue diamonds. Like his skin has like this like lovely pattern of diamonds all over his face, so he looks like supernaturally beautiful. But people constantly make fun of him. Like this is a direct quote from the book.
Oh, Connor, you don't have to quote this part. I know which part you're going to quote.
Yeah, I know.
You do not have to say it. You don't have to say it.
I would like to, though, to provide like context for what like
Connor,
why
just say that
people
are racist to him. Just say
people are racist to him. People are racist to him, and that's part of the reason why Elphaba like falls in love with him. Is like, oh, he understands what I'm going through, like being judged for the color of my skin, and. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would get another black actor to play Fiyero, because on Broadway, Idina Menzel at the time was married to Taye Diggs, and when he stepped into the role, it was like a big thing. It was like, oh, husband and wife sing, but people were like outside the stage door, like waiting to like jeer at him, because people are trash. People are absolute trash, and they're
Mhm.
like, no, Fiera has to be white. It's
And, like, that's the whole point of the show is that it's about a woman who's being judged by the color of her skin.
you hold a mirror up to these people, and they have no reflection, Kevin. It's
Like,
just
I mean, that's in most of society, that's
I
most
know.
people.
But that being said, with the Wicked film, I am excited to see a new actor's take on the character, regardless of like, one thing or another. I'm just excited to see how he makes the
Yeah.
character his own. So
And I mean, it's technically not whitewashing because the original character is not, like, human in the first place, right?
I don't know if human would be the word, but he is not. I don't know. I really don't know.
But
But
he's a fictional race, though.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, they
And
changed the. That was something I meant to talk about like episodes ago. Do you remember that? I forget what year it was, but it was a movie called Pan, and it was like the origin story of Peter Pan.
yes, I remember this. Yeah.
And you remember how they changed the race of the natives of Neverland?
Yeah, they cast Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily.
Yeah, and then they're making the argument that like, oh, these aren't Native Americans; they're the natives of Neverland, so they
Which
can be white.
okay, that's a pretty like good argue like that's I feel like that's a good like film adaptation to make them into like just a fictional native race like to
Yeah,
the island as opposed to just Native Americans because like it makes no fucking sense for there to be like a tribe of Native Americans on Neverland
absolutely
because
not.
Neverland's not in America, so like why are there Native Americans on an island
Absolutely.
that's not in America?
It's just an excuse to like buy into the whole like uh
But that
interest in like native culture without actually
yeah.
respecting native culture.
Yeah, yeah. But that being said, though, um, you could have still cast indigenous people in the roles.
Not one. Not one.
Like, like, yeah, like
That was a
depict them
tribe of
as,
Europeans.
yeah. Like, yeah, you guys still could have cast like indigenous actors, though. You could have given them the job.
Perish the thought with these studios, honestly. Anyway, Kevin, I bogarted your segment again. Please continue.
No, because like, it is kind of an interesting topic about like, because like people talk about whitewashing like all the time in Hollywood, but like, do those same rules apply when it's like, when like they're a fantasy creature or like, of a fictional race? Because that's what a lot of people are arguing about the like obviously whitewashing is not the same as colorblind casting. It's
Yeah.
totally different. But that's what a lot of people are arguing against people who are like, oh, you can't cast a black girl to play Ariel. You can't cast a black girl to play Ariel because Ariel's white. But it's like, but Ariel's a fish. Ariel's a mermaid. She's a fictional creature. Like, it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter what her skin color is.
the only reason it matters is because people are like, I grew up with the version in 1988. That's the only version I know. And if you change anything about her, you're fucking with my childhood. But then there's the other people who are just racist, plain and simple. Like, there's no argument there. They're just like,
But Connor, are you sure that they're not the same? Like, there's not like a huge overlap
oh,
in
no,
that
no, no,
Venn
no. It's a
diagram?
perfect circle. It's a
Oh,
perfect circle, but they both have different reasons.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like how in the god awful Artemis Fowl movie, how they cast a white actress to play the character of Holly Short, who, it's technically not whitewashing because this character is not human. This character is an elf, but in the book, she's explicitly described as having brown skin.
Kevin, I think you're burying the lead. We haven't yet to mention Asian icon actress Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my god. Connor, calling Scarlett Johansson Asian it's an old joke.
I know, but the fact that it's happened so many times now, and I'm just like, how do they keep getting away with it? How do they keep getting away with it?
They got away with it once, Connor.
No. I meant like in the industry as a whole.
Oh, the industry as a
Sorry.
whole. I thought you were specifically talking about Scarlett Johansson.
Not Scarlett. No.
It's like Scarlett Johansson was in like an Asian role once.
Yeah, no.
Which, granted, is more than enough. But
yeah, didn't Emma Stone get cast in a role that was meant for an Asian woman? Yes.
Yeah, and I believe it was I don't know if it was at the Oscars.
Entire cast of the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, that movie had a lot of other problems too. Anyway, we've digressed long enough. Let's get back to
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Digress?
Yes.
It
Like,
was a digression. We went on for like a tangent. That's a tangent. There we go.
full circle.
Full
Welcome back.
circle. Yes. Okay, so last bit of news. There really wasn't that much news today, but that's okay because we have plenty of plenty of other things to talk about.
Absolutely.
Peacock has announced the cancellation of Queer as Folk.
Oh, the Queer as Folk. I got mixed up with Queer Eye. I was like, oh, I didn't even watch that show and I'm upset. Okay, the Queer as Folk remake. Kevin,
Yes, the
can we
Queer as
talk about
Folk
that?
remake, reboot. I'm not sure what the proper term is for when it comes to. I think the proper term for television shows is reboot.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, but well, although movies can be reboots too, but that's beside the point. Anyway, Club Babylon is closing its doors as Peacock TV announces the cancellation of Queer as Folk, the network's reboot. Okay, so it is a reboot of the groundbreaking original UK series. Set in New Orleans, the show followed a new crop of characters and featured a stellar cast, including Candice Grace, Logo Live host Johnny Sibilli, Devin Way, Finn Argus, Jesse James Keatle, and Ryan O'Connell. The guest stars were just as spectacular: Kim Cattrall, Benito Skinner, Niall DeMarco, Megan Stalter, and Juliette Lewis, among others. On Friday, September 23rd, Queer as Folk creator and executive producer Stephen Dunn shared the sad news on Instagram, posting a picture of the cast with the caption, "It's a rare gift in these times, and in this country to be able to make a show as fearless and unapologetic as Queer as Folk. Fearless and unapologetic indeed."
That is okay. So, Kevin, do you ever watch the original Queer as Folk?
I've watched a few episodes of it. Back on
Okay.
queer. Back on queer. I was about to say back on queer. When it was on Logo TV. Back when Logo TV was, an actual TV network and not a website,
Or like a
as it
radio
is.
station. Okay, so I know somebody out there is absolutely devastated by the news of the show getting canceled. So, like, regardless of what I have to say, I know somebody's upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
But as somebody who watched not even the original, just the original American version, because the original show was like from BBC.
Okay. I'm sorry. I should clarify. I never watched the original show. I watched the original American show.
Yeah, exactly, because we're dirty Americans. So I have watched the original show. I got all the way up through season 3, and I started season 4, but I did not finish it. The show is
dated.
Again, it's so dated. Oh my god, it's so dated. It's 2003, 2004 era, whatever. It's like post 9/11. But like, there's just blatant racism, like transphobia, and it was like, wow, the world was incredibly different. To have the show get rebooted and like do it with modern sensibilities, I was kind of excited to hear about, but I am sad that it is getting canceled.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not for nothing, I feel like anybody that watched the original show fell in love with Brian Kinney. He's a terrible person, but he's hot. We love Justin. We love the whole cast. But I was excited to hear that it was getting rebooted. But oh well.
Oh, the current iteration was originally in development at Bravo before moving to corporate sibling Peacock and getting a series order. Yeah, well, I guess like, it's a gamble when, you get put on a streaming service, especially. I'm not sure if Peacock is like the most profitable streaming service because like it's kind of a little confusing because they have like a free version and they have like a subscription version, but like there's like some things that are only on the subscription version as opposed to the free version, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Business.
Yes, numbers.
Yeah, so pretty sad the show got canceled, but I mean, who knows? Maybe picked up by else. I don't know. These things happen sometimes.
These things do happen. Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever it's called.
Yes, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah,
that one did get a second life. So impossible things are happening every day.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all the news I had to share for Sounds Gay. I'm in.
Thank you, Kevin. This was very fun.
Well, actually, wait. There's one more thing, but this has to do with me. And also, did we mention that? Also, here's the thing. I was actually hesitant to include the Jonathan Bailey story because I didn't know that Jonathan Bailey is gay. I just saw that Logo
You didn't
TV.
know that?
No, I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about this guy.
Oh, okay. But yes, no,
Yes.
he is definitely a member of the gay community, which once I found that out, I could not get it out of the back of my mind. Anytime I watch Bridgerton, he's playing Anthony Bridgerton. He's like the lead romantic role of the second season, like, and he's seducing this woman,
Right, because the
obviously.
original guy,
Renee
Jean,
Jean Page.
Renee Jean.
Each season follows a different member of the Bridgerton family. So the first one was Daphne and her interest, the Duke of Wesselton. I can't
Yeah,
remember his
but was
fucking
there
name.
like a good excuse for why he wasn't in season 2?
Yeah, because he wasn't part of the story. That's it. He is going to return for season 3 though. That I
Oh,
have
okay.
heard. But
Okay.
season 2 follows Anthony seducing this woman named Kate Sharma. She's this gorgeous Indian woman. But the entire time he is like pouring his soul out and being like, I am so in love with you. You're the bane of my existence and my reason for living. I'm just thinking, you wish he was a man. Like, I kept thinking, like, wow, he's really making me believe he's straight, but I know your secret. He was a phenomenal actor, and I was just like, oh, I would love to see him. I would love to see him do a gay romance like lead role, because you don't
I
see
think
that
he is
often.
starring in something opposite Matt Bomer.
Oh no, I don't like Matt
Oh my
Bomer.
god, I forgot what it was called. I read about it last night.
Was is it
I
directed
don't
by
know.
Ryan Murphy?
I don't think so.
All right, whatever. Anyway, anybody that was a guest star on Glee, I'm just like not into anymore.
You're just not into any. Like, if they were a guest star on Glee, it's like, you're dead to me.
More or less. It's like you only got the part because Ryan Murphy wanted to have sex with you.
I mean, that's pretty much Ryan Murphy's casting process, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh my god, yes. Oh god, I hate that man. Anyway,
It's either I want to have sex with you,
or you're a Broadway
or
diva.
I want to be you.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway. So also fun. So here's another thing that happened to me this week.
man, you are so
I got to
self-centered
be.
this week.
I got to be on It's Sci Iconics live stream.
Okay, you started going into this, but I still didn't really follow along. Who is
Okay.
this person? What did they do, and why were you so excited?
Okay, Sci Iconic is a user on TikTok who plays these characters and goes on live with these characters, and they love to troll people using these characters. Usually, so like the two main characters that they have are Terry Joe, who is this like Southern Baptist, like, this like
Evangelical.
evangelical, um, like Southern Belle, who is and usually she will like talk to these like himbos on TikTok, these himbos and fuckboys, which, there is a
Which
line
says
there.
a lot for why she came onto your feed. Oh Lord.
You know what? And which I am flattered, because one of the qualities of being a himbo is being physically attractive. So
And
I take that as a compliment. Being physically attractive and polite. Although she could have thought I was a fuckboy, which is which the main difference between himbos and fuckboys is that fuckboys are rude.
and have beards.
No, that has nothing to do with it, Connor.
I love how you're taking this like a legitimate offense. Like, no, Connor, you idiot. Ugh. Burn. Anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe it was personal, Connor. Maybe it was.
Please continue.
Anyway, it was in the middle of my live stream. The other character that they have is Nicole, who's this like makeup influencer, and like she often will roast women on. So yeah, basically Terry Joe is where they roast boys, and Nicole is when they roast girls.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's so. Here's the thing, and this user has gotten banned multiple times on TikTok, so they've had to keep on creating. They have to keep creating new accounts. So when I was in my live stream, I was doing a stream on Twitch and TikTok simultaneously to promote the Twitch, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm on Twitch at It's Kevin O'Lear, where I was streaming my Lego Star Wars game, which that's currently the only game I'm playing right now
We
because,
pitched this at the end of the show, Kevin. Continue.
Okay, but so like I sometimes get, live requests as you do on TikTok live, and usually I decline them because like it's just kind of an awkward conversation with a stranger
Yeah.
and like it's kind of a little awkward to do when I'm live. But I saw this person, but like I wasn't paying attention to the username, and I just saw that they had 8.8 thousand viewers. So I'm like, well, might as well get some of those 8,000 viewers and onto my Twitch stream. Like, get that
Like a
clout, honey.
parasite.
Get that clout, honey. Oh, Connor, you would do the same.
But have I? Only one of us has actually done it.
Yeah, and only one of us and only one of us is qualified for the creator fund on TikTok.
How is that 18 cents extra in your bank account treating you?
It's 18 more cents than you have.
Incorrect. I have a story that I'm going to jump off of this on, so continue.
Okay, so I decide to click on I decide, what the hell? I have nothing to lose and by, accepting this person into my live stream. And then I see it's Terry Joe, which I didn't even know that they were still doing this because, like, they got banned multiple times. So I just thought, oh, okay, it's over. But I saw it was Terry Joe, and I freaked out. I screamed. I was like, ah! and she was so taken aback. She was not expecting that. She was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Should we show the video? I have it to show. You know what? Sure, let's show it.
God, this was saying before we even started recording today was you should go to the barber and cut your hair. And
you know what? Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to work with it long.
It's not working for you though. Anyway,
I didn't even.
The music was
I wish
loud.
I wish I was funnier
anything.
and wittier on that live stream. I wish I was funnier and wittier, but I wasn't, unfortunately, because I was just I was shook.
Kevin,
and people in the comments knew I was shook. They were like, "Oh."
And there was somebody like kept spamming your comments over and somebody was asking, ask her about Tia Tamara, ask her about Tia Tamara over and over.
Oh, there were tons of people spamming so many comments.
Yeah, I didn't understand what that was about.
Well, yeah, because because it's iconic has such a huge fan following. Like they have like a cult following.
I mean, I guess. Either way, I'm glad you had a good time. I hope it was worth it because
Yeah,
I am bored. Kevin, actually, I wanted to jump off of that, like me, like making fun of you for like the creators fund and whatever.
Okay.
I recently got a check in the mail. Check. Yes, that's a check. Did I tell you? Is it
legal for you to show checks on live?
Try and cash it, I dare you. Long story short, I think I told you earlier in this year, I was terminated from my job at the Home Depot, right? Or nondescript hardware store. I was fired from.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, they accused me of stealing. Kevin, I'm a dirty stealer. I'm a thief.
Dirty thief.
Dirty thief. They pulled me into the office and then, hey, we have you on camera, like going into the fridge, taking out bottles of soda and drinking them without paying for them. We're gonna fire you, and you're gonna have to pay for every bottle of soda you drank. And I was like, hey, no. I have receipts. I have bank statements showing that I did pay for them. Let's look at the cameras. And they said, no. We're just going to fire you. And we're going to charge you $275. They didn't even like get like the actual number of like what I stole. They just said, okay, a bottle of soda a day for a full year, that adds up to about 275. And I just walked out of the office. I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. So the more I think about it, the more heated I get. So I actually called up their loss prevention office. I said, hey, I'm not taking this sitting down. I will not be paying this 275. I want to sit down with the camera, the loss prevention team, and the manager. I'm going to bring in my receipts and my bank statements, and I will only charge for whatever I did not pay for. So we went ahead and we did that. They had to like call somebody in from like, I don't know, Texas or something. It was a big old to-do. But long story short, we watched over every single thing where they allegedly had me on camera. And it turns out they owed me money. Like there were several days where I guess like I don't know, soda was on sale or something. And I didn't get the sale price or something. So yeah, they sent me a check for $16.13.
Okay, so you won.
I won big. So yeah, it was just like, here's the thing. When I'm busted, I'm busted. If I do something wrong, I'll admit to it. Like the amount of stuff in my house I stole from nondescript theme park company when I worked there. It was mostly food because they weren't paying me well enough to like actually eat. But yeah, if I steal something, I'll admit to it. This place, they actually like saying like, oh no, you're a thief. I was like, I'm not gonna take that sitting down. So I'm glad I escalated it.
You know what? Good for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Instead of having to pay them, they paid you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go deposit this after we finish recording.
You deposit that $16.
Absolutely. Anyway, Kevin, I think now's probably the best time to probably mention thank you guys for 10 episodes so far.
Yes,
if you are not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Empty the Bench Podcast, Empty the Bench Network, ETB Network on YouTube.
And make sure to like this video.
Like the video, leave a comment. We
comment
love hearing
on something.
From you guys. God, y'all are lurking. Leave
don't lurk.
So yeah, thank you guys for 10 episodes. Woo! In 24 great smelling colors. That was a strong bad reference. I wonder if anybody's gonna pick that up. That's like niche internet humor now. But Kevin, it is time for me to talk about, say it with me, my hyperfixation of the week. Wow, you have some weird teeth for the Sun 2 dentists. Okay.
What? Okay, well, there's like one tooth that's like kind of crooked, like right here.
Oh, God, you're Quasimodo. Anyway, Kevin, do you like to drink soda?
Kind of.
This is not a tangent about the teeth, I promise.
I mean, well, now I'm
sorry.
Insecure about it.
I didn't mean to make you insecure. I'm sorry.
I don't usually drink. I like root beer.
Okay, just like Pinocchio.
Yep, just like live action Pinocchio. I like. Well, I mainly like it in a float. I like root beer floats.
I mean, who doesn't? They're delicious.
I know.
Anyway,
I drink like a root beer float like almost every Twitch stream I do.
Oh, okay. Maybe pull back a little bit.
Not everyone, but
okay,
like.
Okay. Anyway, Gavin, I'm gonna ask you the age-old question: Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Thank you. Okay, that's the correct answer. Oh my God. Anyway, Kevin, I want to talk about the other side of the one, the ugly stepchild, the Pepsi company. Okay. I mean, we've all had a Pepsi when they said there wasn't Coke available in the restaurant, and we've all choked it down reluctantly. But Kevin, what would you say if I told you that the Pepsi company was responsible for the deaths of 5 people?
I'd be like, at first that sounds really shocking, but then, when you think about how big of a corporation they are, they're like, yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. Kevin, I need to talk to you about a little moment in American human history referred to as the Pepsi number fever incident, also known as the 349 incident. Have you heard about this before?
No.
Okay, well, Pepsi fever was a promotion that the Pepsi company did in 1992 in the Philippines. It was one of those stereotypical, like, we're going to print numbers on the bottom side of caps, and then if your number matches the winning number, redeem it for a prize anywhere from about 100 pesos to 1 million pesos, which in 1992, that was about $40,000. And that's like 611 times the prize, like the 611 times the monthly salary for a Filipino person at that time. Pepsi allocated a total of $2 million for prizes specifically for this little like stunt they were pulling. It was absolutely insane. It brought up their market share, it brought up their sales. It was just so successful. They actually extended the event by 5 weeks because they're like, wow, the people really love this like promo we're doing. Let's keep let's keep it going because they seem to really enjoy it. So I told you the basic shtick is that like here's the number. The numbers were announced on television on ABS CBN something or other network. I shouldn't probably look that up.
ABS.
Well, this is a Filipino network. This isn't.
Right.
Yeah, forget we're not in America for this story. They were announced on television, like a la the lotto numbers, like Powerball or whatever. So, May 25th, 1992. I was exactly 6 days old. The news channel announces that the grand prize winner for that day was number 349. Now, remember when I said that they extended this event by 5 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grand prize winning bottle caps are tightly controlled by the Pepsi company. Like there's nothing left up to chance, like whatever. They know that the number is going to be 349. So they print out all these other random numbers, but they only print out 2 bottle caps with that 349, and they have a little serial like security code on it to prove that it is a winning number. However, before the contest was extended to add new winning numbers, 800,000 regular bottle caps had already been printed with the number 349 on them with no security code on them. So thousands of Filipinos run to the Pepsi bottling plant with their bottle caps saying, where's my money? I got 1 million pesos. Give me my money. Like so freaking many. Like Pepsi initially responded saying that the erroneously...
Wait, they use pesos in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Pepsi initially responded that the erroneously printed bottle caps did not have the confirmation security code and therefore could not be redeemed. Newspapers are going around the next morning saying that the new winning number is 134, adding to like this already growing pile of people, even more people who believe that they're winning like 1 million pesos. Pepsi holds an emergency meeting and says, we're going to offer 500 pesos, equivalent to about $18, to the people who had the mistakenly printed bottle caps as a gesture of goodwill. About 400,000 people accepted this at a loss of $8.9 million to the Pepsi company, which for them is no small loss. They're fine. However, so many people who are still mad about this.
Wait. You mean it is a small loss?
For Pepsi, it's like 8.9 million is nothing to sneeze at, but they're fine. They're fine. They're not in any danger of like going bankrupt, right? So for the people that didn't accept the offer, these people are furious. They're not going to accept the settlement offer. They form a consumer group called the 349 Alliance, which organized a boycott of Pepsi products and held rallies outside the offices of Pepsi in the Philippine government. Most protests were peaceful, but on February 13th, 1993, a school teacher and a 5-year-old child were killed in Manila by a homemade bomb thrown at a Pepsi truck. And in May, 3 Pepsi employees in Davao were killed by a grenade thrown into the warehouse.
Damn.
Yeah, like this isn't like just like, oh, we're mad. No. People are bombing Pepsi trucks because they're so mad. They've been like lied to and like gotten their hopes up, and now they're just saying, no, you're wrong. We screwed up, and we're not going to take action for it. We're not going to take responsibility for it.
Wow.
Oh, and then the National Bureau of Investigation accused 3 men of orchestrating the bombings, claiming that they had been paid by Pepsi to stage the attacks in order to frame the protesters as terrorists. Like it keeps going. Like one person acts out, and then the Pepsi company acts out, and then that causes the people to act out, and it just keeps going back and forth until it finally gets pushed under the rug in 2006. This went all the way up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that Pepsi is not liable to pay the amounts printed on the bottle caps to their holders, nor is Pepsi liable for damages thereon. And the issues surrounding the 349 incident had been laid to rest and must no longer be disturbed on this decision. Meanwhile, who is paying for the funeral of these people who were killed as a direct result of this?
Did Pepsi pay for it?
No.
Oh.
It's just like, oh no, like we're not like responsible for that. If somebody threw a bomb in our truck, we're not like responsible for it. And the people who threw the bomb definitely aren't going to be like, oops, that was my bad. Sorry. Like, it's just like needless violence, completely unnecessary. And I just felt really bad reading it, but I was just like, wow, why didn't we hear about this over here in America? Oh, because we're Americans, we only think about ourselves. But yeah, Pepsi is directly responsible for the deaths of 5 people in 1992 and 93.
Wow.
Right? I was just like, I was poring over this article, like reading all the little details, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So that's what I've been hyperfixating on for the past couple of days. So I hope you enjoyed it.
I see.
That being said, please just go buy a bottle of Coke. Or drink water. Better. Drink water. Hydrate.
Yeah, drink water.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
water.
That
Earth.
is in its entirety my hyperfixation of the week.
Fire.
I mean, I don't have enough
Air.
to like keep going on, so I think I'll just end it there.
That's it?
That's pretty much it. Plain and simple, sweet and short.
You want to know what my hyperfixation of the week has been?
No.
That fucking Lisa Rinna M&M.
Kevin, when was that even like used in advertising? Is that like an old
2008.
joke? Yeah, so that's like an old joke, okay?
No, it's an old. No, it originated old, but like it originated old. That's not English. But like, yeah, it originated in 2008, but like it didn't become a meme until this year.
I mean, I guess it's just so it's so stupid. Have you not seen the Dr. Phil M&M?
Yes, the Dr. Phil M&M, that's the one that became a meme a few years ago.
Yes. I hate that Lisa Rinna one though. It's so gross.
They're all gross, Connor. That's the whole point. That's why they're memes.
Yeah. Oh no, but like, okay, Kevin, let's play. I want to play Smash or Pass with you.
Okay, sure.
Red M&M.
Pass.
Really? You don't think he fucks? Okay. How about yellow M&M?
Smash.
Smash. He's a himbo, right? He's totally like, he's here to make you feel good.
Yeah.
The blue M&M.
Ooh, I don't really
see
know
him all
much.
that often.
I don't really know much about him.
That's the thing. He's like that air of. He's the Edward Cullen of the M&Ms.
Okay, so I guess I'll say Smash then.
I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. Okay, the green M&M.
Oh, Smash. It's Smash. Smash, 100%.
Here's the thing. No one's that gay. No one's that gay.
No.
I mean, also, trans icon. She started her life as a boy.
She did, yeah.
She did. Okay.
Yeah, but then Mars said you can't wear those go-go boots. You gotta wear modest shoes, honey.
Oh, here's the thing, she still rocks them. But here's the thing, they don't have flesh anymore. That's like,
oh yeah, they're like their arms and legs are just white now.
They're just like white. And like I had been talking about this for years. Like, number one, why are they all flesh colored? Number two, why are they all white flesh colored?
Well, clearly someone hasn't watched the food theory video about them.
No, I haven't, Kevin. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're curious enough, you should, because like Matt Pat goes into that.
Now, here's the thing. You did like a 1-to-1 recap of his video in the middle of like a conversation we had like a month ago or 2 months ago.
What was it about?
You were literally just going off on like, I saw this video by Matt Pat. Here it is from start to finish.
Yeah, but what was it about though?
It was about the M&Ms.
Oh, the M&Ms?
Yes.
Really? I don't remember doing that.
Oh my God. It was a doozy.
Are
Kevin,
you sure it was on this podcast and it wasn't just like a private conversation we had?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was a private conversation.
Oh, okay.
We haven't even been running for 2 months yet, have we? Have we?
No, I think we've only been running for like 1.5 months.
Here's the thing: we're on episode 10. This comes out.
No, wait. I think we have been running for 2 months. Yeah.
Oh man, time is flying. Okay. Woo. Kevin, orange M&M. He's the one with pretzel in him.
Pod Daddy also wanted to mention the Kendall Jenner commercial in 2017 that caused backlash for Black Lives Matter. Yeah,
another
when
Pepsi.
Kendall Jenner solved racism with Pepsi.
A can of Pepsi, and not even like a full size can. It was like one of those like little snack pack cans that
she just handed one to a cop, and it's like racism solved.
I hate that woman. I hate that commercial too, but like, God, she got involved with that one, and she was like, "Yes, I am making the world a better place."
Yeah. Anyway, back to M&Ms.
Back to fucking M&Ms, literally.
Okay, so orange. Orange, I will smash. Honestly, I feel like he would be. I don't know. There's just something about him that like I feel like he would be a freak. I feel like he'd be a sub freak.
Here's the thing. He strikes me as like I'll ask him to fuck, but if he is not 100% into it, I'm backing up because like he seems like he'd be like too like intimidated to say no.
Okay, but he does seem like he'd be like a freak bottom though.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and Miss Brown.
Ooh, Miss Brown. Now okay, while Orange is a freak bottom, Miss Brown, she's a freak top.
Absolutely. Like she's bringing like
she's
tools.
a fucking she's a dominatrix.
She's bringing tools and utilizing them, and I am too scared to fuck. So I'm gonna.
You know what? Yeah, pass. Me too. I'm gonna say pass because I'm too scared.
Oh God, have we missed any other M&M's colors? I think we've covered them all.
Yeah, I think those are the. Oh well, there was that new one, but they ate him.
There was that new one, but they ate him.
Did you not see that commercial?
I think I know which one you're talking about. And
they introduced a new M&M, but the rest of them ate.
Yeah, they're all just sitting there with chocolate all over there.
Yeah,
but you know, oh God,
that was what prompted that. Cute. That was what prompted Matt Pat to make that food theory video. Was like, wait, is this cannibalism?
Exactly, because they're not technically human, but they are eating something of their own race.
Well. Technically, there are different races among the M&Ms because there's
Kevin,
there's the neutral M&M, there's peanut M&M, almond M&Ms.
No, stop, Kevin, please. No, we're not opening that can of worms right now. It's too late in the day. I don't have the patience. The audience certainly doesn't. So I'm gonna stop you right there.
You're gonna stop? Okay. Like it's too late in the day. It's morning.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, Kevin.
I know. Me too.
It's noon 30. People are trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Like my gosh. That being said, Kevin, anything else you want to bring up, or are we just gonna like fold and call it a day?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We have to get work on editing this episode. We go up in like 24 hours.
We do. It's true. It's true. We probably should. All right. Well, if you liked this episode, make sure to like and comment, would you smash or pass any of the M&Ms?
And if you liked this episode, copy and paste that, who you would smash or pass with the M&Ms, and send it to your therapist.
Yes, and make sure to subscribe to the Empty the Bench podcast network.
Once again, a bunch of you are watching, but you're not subscribed. You have to be part of the family. Subscribe to ETP Network on YouTube. Get notified every time we upload a video. We go live every Monday at 9 a.m.
Bell.
Click that bell. Oh, the notify me button. Yes. No. Yes. Hop in on live Monday 9 a.m. There's a live chat option. I'm usually watching, and you can interact with us directly. Yep. And if you're watching this right now, then you already know it went live. You can follow me on all social media, on TikTok at Connor K Fitz 92, on Twitter at Connor F from LI. Kevin,
you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Letterboxd, and Twitch at It's Kevin O'Lear. That's ITSKEVINOLEAR. And you can follow me on YouTube at Kevo Productions. I'm not going to spell that one.
He doesn't know how. It's fine. Thank you guys for joining us for 10 whole episodes. Kevin, I think we're going to say goodbye now.
We're going to say goodbye.
All right. Bye. We will see you next week. Ooh, Kevin, I believe next week is the last episode we have before you and I head to Halloween Horror Nights.
That's right.
It is. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So we're going to have, well, you guys will see the pictures. You're not going to be left out of the loop. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next Monday, okay?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.